It's been quite a big day for King Charles. Let's go now to the Australian Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese.
Greenwich. And we're here to announce that where we are standing will become Queen Elizabeth II Place. The building behind us will be knocked over so that there's an appropriate thoroughfare from the CBD right through to the parks and gardens that make Sydney such a magnificent harbour city. I went to school just next door here at St Mary's Cathedral, so I am very familiar with this part of Sydney, and we need to make the most of the parkland which is here in the domain leading down to the Botanic Gardens and down to the harbour foreshore. This is a visionary project, and I congratulate the Premier on coming up with this idea consistent with his approach towards some of the buildings in this city, it's got to be said, and that is important. This is a great global city, and we need to make the most of it. This plan will do that, but it also is a plan now which will commemorate the life of Queen Elizabeth II, who we are honouring by naming this Queen Elizabeth II Place. I, of course, will travel tomorrow night to London along with 10 Australians, along with the Governor-General, to give homage to the life of Queen Elizabeth II. I think regardless of where people stand on other issues, Queen Elizabeth II is someone who's admired, someone who's respected for a life of service to the United Kingdom, to the Commonwealth and to the world, and the naming of this place in her honour is an appropriate and fitting tribute.
Well, thanks, Prime Minister. It's great to be here with yourself and Alex Greenwich, the local member today, to make this very important announcement that this great historic precinct, this plaza here, will be forever known as Queen Elizabeth II Place. As we know, Queen Elizabeth has served the people of New South Wales for over 70 years with absolute distinction. And during this period of time, as we mourn, but as we remember her great service to the people of our state, by the naming of this place as Queen Elizabeth II Place will ensure that generations to come of young Australians will always know the dedication, the passion and the service that she carried out for the great people of New South Wales and Australia. Macquarie Street isn't just important for the people of New South Wales, it's important for our country. This great historical precinct, we've worked to revitalise it, starting down at the Mitchell Library, all the way through to the Registrar General's building here, and by knocking down this annexure, which should never have been built in the first place back in the 1970s, we will have this great plaza opened up for the people of New South Wales to enjoy, to appreciate, but most importantly, to remember the service and dedication of Queen Elizabeth to the great people of New South Wales. In addition, we will be working very closely with the local council, the City of Sydney, more than a local council, the City of Sydney Council, to put up a monument dedicated to Queen Elizabeth II as well. It's important, I guess, as a country, if we want to know where we're going, as a state and as a country, we need to have a great appreciation of where we've come from. And Queen Elizabeth II's service to the great people of New South Wales will now be remembered here forever. Alex Greenwich will now make some comments as a local member who wholeheartedly supports this project, and then we'll take your questions.
Good morning. I'd really like to thank the Premier for inviting me here today and the Prime Minister for joining us for what is a significant and historic announcement, the creation of this really important new public space to honour Queen Elizabeth II. This will be a site where people will gather, reflect, and it will be an essential connectivity between Macquarie Street and the Domain. So as we continue to revitalise the Sydney CBD after the lockdowns and the pandemic, it is so great to see the New South Wales government investing in the city, activating the city, and this place will be something that all Sydney-siders will be extremely proud of and will really be able to reflect on the legacy and contribution of Queen Elizabeth II when they are here.